And complete right side to Cook. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he goes out right around the 39. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Off the play fake. Knight launching one for Henderson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Third down. Here's a run by Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. All told, it's a punt return of 74 yards. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. 61 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Throwing is Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now a throw here, hauled in. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. 39 yards. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give that sack to Kaiir Elam on the corner blitz. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Get that ball. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike's 50, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And running with power here. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A final shot before break. Cook. It's complete to Diggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 118 yards rushing for him now on the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe.
Throwing to start the drive. Knight. Throw left side to Kincaid. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Knight. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
On 4th down, Knight. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Throwing on 1st down. Knight. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On 2nd down, Cook. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 138 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Here's Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. The extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On first down, Knight. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Off to the races. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And even 150 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's Wilson to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Derrick Henry from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Cook. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Knight. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partners, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw on second down. Knight. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, Knight. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on fourth down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Wilson on second down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On third down, Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. And he's going to go down again. Christian Barmore. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Here is third and quite a ways.
Looking to throw. Knight. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.